So, you have an actor you want to pitch for some upcoming projects?
Yes, sir, I do. Well, it's Chris Pratt, so you're probably already familiar with him.
Chris Pratt?
Chris Pratt, that's right.
That's kind of messed up.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, how did this rat get so crispy?
Oh, no, that's not...
Did you barbecue a rat?
I didn't barbecue a rat, no. Chris Pratt is...
I'll be honest, I don't really know what kind of
Pratt?
movie I could use a Chris Pratt in.
No, see, his name is...
Maybe a movie where a hard-boiled detective is forced to team up with the rat?
What?
Maybe they need to find out how the rat became crisp.
I feel like there's a misunderstanding here.
I feel like this could actually work. Now, how big is this rat of yours? I'm gonna send some emails.
Okay, I don't represent a rat. I represent an actor named Chris Pratt. First name Chris, last name Pratt.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, listen, Nicolas Cage has already agreed to play the detective, so would this actor of yours be willing to wear a rat costume, or?
Probably not. I mean, he's one of the
created
biggest
his
stars
own
in the
movie
world
right
right
there.
now.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, you really haven't heard of Chris Pratt?
Listen, he must have slipped past me. Why don't you tell me about his career and get me up to speed?
Well, he started off living in a van in Maui.
Oh, living in vans is tight. Sometimes I'll break into vans and sleep in them overnight. What? So it must have been hard for him to break into Hollywood from a
What?
van in Maui.
Actually, super easy, barely an inconvenience.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a classic case of working as a waiter at Bubba Gump Shrimp and being discovered by Tommy Chong's daughter.
Isn't that always how it goes?
Yeah, so Ray Don Chong cast him in a
guess.
horror short film called Cursed Part 3.
A classic.
Oh, you've seen it?
No.
Okay, so anyway, then he moved on to playing a lovable dummy in a teen soap opera called Everwood.
Okay.
And then he
Never seen
shifted
that.
gears and played a lovable dummy in a teen soap opera called The OC.
Right.
And then he's
Seen
done a
that.
lot of supporting roles where
Loved
he
it.
plays kind of a dummy.
But he's also lovable?
Exactly, yes.
He's really cashed in on this lovable dummy thing, huh?
Oh yeah, and things really took off for him when he started playing a lovable dummy that's also chubby.
That's smart, because then you're lovable and huggable.
the classic teddy bear move, that's right.
Very smart.
Yeah, so he started becoming really popular when he played this character Andy Dwyer on a sitcom called
Oh,
Parks and
yeah.
Recreation.
What was that character like?
Basically like if a puppy became human.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then he started doing this thing where he'd lose a bunch of weight and
Love
gain a
that
bunch
show.
of weight.
Sounds pretty unhealthy.
Oh, super unhealthy. He dropped a bunch of weight to play a baseball player in Moneyball, and then he packed on a bunch of muscle to play a Navy SEAL in Zero Dark 30, and then he gained a bunch of weight to play a dude in Delivery Man.
And then he died because that's insane and the human
dude.
body shouldn't do that?
Nope, I'm not trying to pitch you a dead actor.
Good, because I probably wouldn't have any projects for him.
That makes
Probably.
sense.
Unless a hard-boiled detective had to partner up with a corpse.
Please stop doing that.
Okay, sorry.
Anyway, then he did a thing where he got some abs and put them on Instagram, and since then he's been a leading man.
Wow.
Solid
Yeah,
took,
Marvel
huh?
cast him as their latest superhero in Guardians of the Galaxy last year because it's currently 2015.
Kind of weird for you to say what year it is and then look into the corner of the room like that.
Yeah, well, I felt like it needed to be said.
Well, okay then.
So anyway, last year he was also the lead voice actor in the Lego Movie, which was a huge hit.
Very cool.
And this year he starred in Jurassic World, which was also a huge hit.
This year being 2015.
Right.
So what movies are in the cards for the future?
Well, there's gonna be a Guardians of the Galaxy sequel.
What's that gonna be about?
Well, in the first one he had mommy issues, so in the second one he's gonna have daddy issues.
Wow.
And then he's gonna be in the next Avengers movie where he's gonna have daddy-in-law issues.
What kind of role does his character
Yeah,
play in the
yeah.
Avengers movie?
The
Guess
kind
he
that
did.
ruins everything.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty frustrating.
I imagine it would be.
So what do you think? Do you want him for an upcoming project?
Well, let's see. You're saying this guy is super likable?
Yeah, he's like the most well-liked actor in Hollywood right now.
Well, how about we toss him in a movie with the most well-liked actress in Hollywood right now?
Jennifer Lawrence?
Jennifer Lawrence.
I love
Is
it.
that
What's
the
the
truth
project?
back then?
I think the project barely matters. We just have to get these two actors in a movie together.
Very smart.
What could go wrong?
This was a funny one. Not as funny as The Rock. I feel like The Rock was a little bit better. Tom Cruise was even a little bit funnier. This one was still good, but lacked a little bit. I like how it goes through the span of his career and how he got to where he is. That's pretty cool. But I didn't know that Chris Pratt was living in a van down by a Maui river. Huh? Anybody? No? Didn't know that. That was information I did not know. But still funny stuff. I mean, I like him. I loved him actually on Parks and Recreation. That was one of my favorite shows for the longest. That and The Office, I just kept going back and forth between those shows. That and The Office were always like my favorite shows, considering Parks and Rec was like a rehash of The Office in a different scenario. It had a lot of the same beats, but I loved it because the characters were a little more quirky. And you liked more of the characters on Parks and Rec, at least I did. It was funny at the time to see him get the roles that he was getting, especially Guardians of the Galaxy, because he buffed up a little bit. He wasn't chubby. He was still like dumb, but a little bit smarter, trying to be, the leading man of this team as Star-Lord. He wanted to be recognized. So it was a little bit weird at first, but now that's him now. He's got that role. And when I see him in other stuff now, I expect him to be, this leading man now. This is weird how that happens for certain actors, especially when they start as comedic side characters and then eventually grow to be very well respected stars. You know, it's always weird. It's always weird how that happens. What other actors should he do though? I mean, he's done The Rock, he's done Tom Cruise, he's done Chris Pratt. We've got those. I haven't seen any since then. Are there any others? If there are, let me know. Send me a link, something. But we gotta maybe like start a petition or just really flood the comments section for Screen Rant to let them know, hey, do this actor next for a pitch meeting, whatever the case. I'm trying to think of what actors should be next. He hasn't done any females yet. He's an all guys. Maybe he could do Emily Blunt. I don't know. Or Emma Stone. Like, who's hot right now? Let's talk about who's hot right now. Emma Stone, Emily Blunt, Scarlett Johansson. Like, you know, like let's talk about ones that are hot right now or have upcoming movies. I think that'd be kind of cool. So he should do a female next. I think that'd be pretty good. Or maybe Amy Poehler or Tina Fey. Like, you know, someone that's comedic maybe. I don't know. He's got to figure it out. But let's figure out which one he should do next, actor or actress, and then let's flood the comments on Screen Rant. Let's get it rolling. Let's get another one out there. Again, thanks for watching. To you, subscribers, members, non-subscribers, I really appreciate it that you guys come back and watch each and every day. Go ahead and hit that like button for me. It lets YouTube know that, hey, people want to watch these videos, and it lets me know what you guys like. To my Hyper Crew members, Brian Tidwell, Steve O, and Slepnir, thanks so much for choosing that crew and being a part. To all my members, I thank you guys so much. While you're still here, check out some of our most popular videos on the channel. You can also see our most recent reaction right up there as well. If you've seen all that, I'll see you guys in the comments. We can talk about this.